Hello students, today we are going to study about mutation, various characters of mutation and finally various types of mutation. So first we will introduce what is meant by mutation. The mutations, these are sudden heritable changes which take place in either in the genetic material or due to which or in the character of an organism. So all such heritable changes we call as a mutation. The mutation are nothing but sudden heritable changes which are going to transfer from one generation to another generation, and the individuals which show these heritable changes or mutations we call as a mutagens. We call them as a mutants. So these mutations, they are mainly induced by some factors or agent, and this factor or agent we call as a mutagen. So factor or agent causing the mutations, they are called mutagens. So let's see what are the historical background related to the mutation. The English farmer Seth Wright was first to record the mutation in first time in 1791, where he discovered a unusual short-legged male lamb in his lamb progeny. So one of the male lamb, they had unusual short legs. The term mutation, it was given by the Hugo de Varies in 19 through his observations on Oinothera as one of the organism under the study by Hugo de Varies. The systematic study of mutation was started in 1910 when Morgan he genetically analyzed white-eye mutants of Drosophila. When he observed the various Drosophila, he found that one of his mutant that is having white eye instead of red eye as a normal wild type phenotype. So systematic study of mutation was first started by T.H. Morgan on his Drosophila organism, where he found one of the exceptional white eye mutants. The induced mutation was first introduced by H.J. Muller in Drosophila by using the X-ray, and this was the first study about the use of artificial agents. Use of agents that is called as a physical agent to induce mutation in some organism. After that, the Stadler he has described the mutagenic effect of X-rays in barley in 1920. So like this mutation they was discovered since historical period. So let's see what are the characteristics of mutations. The first and most important, generally the mutants which carries the mutation and thereby they are carrying the mutant allele. These mutant allele, they are generally recessive to their wild type allele. So any individual when it is in heterozygous condition and contain both wild type and mutant allele, so in that cases they show the phenotype of wild type allele. So mutant allele, they are generally recessive to wild type allele. Mutations, they are random events, means they can take place in any type of gene or in any time of lifetime. So mutations, they are random types of events. Most of the mutations, they have a harmful effect on the organism survival, but some mutations, they are beneficial. So like this mutation, they are having the harmful effects. Apart from that, mutations, they are occur at very low frequency in the nature. It's very rarely in the nature because they have harmful effect on the survivability of the organism. So they are occur at very low frequency in the nature. Apart from that, the mutations, they are occurring recurrently, means in the same gene multiple mutations can be take place at same or different position. So mutations, they are recurrent events. The rate of mutation varies from one gene to another gene. Which type of mutation? The spontaneous types of mutation. The rate of spontaneous mutation, the mutation which occur naturally without any known cause within the nature, are called spontaneous mutation. The rate of spontaneous mutation, they varies considerably from one gene to another gene. Some genes, they show exceptionally high rate of spontaneous mutation, and such genes we call as a mutable gene. Such genes we call as a mutable gene. While some genes, they are increasing the spontaneous mutation rate of other genes, and all such genes we are called as a mutator gene because they are responsible to increase the mutation rate in some other genes. So such genes we call mutator genes. And the last group, that is called anti-mutator genes. So these are the genes which suppresses the mutation rate of some other genes of the genome. So these are the characteristics of mutation. What are those? Mutant alleles, they are recessive mutations, they are random events, most mutations having harmful effects, mutation occur at very low frequency in the nature, mutation they are recurrent events, rate of spontaneous mutation is varying from the gene to gene, mutation showing the high rate of mutation, spontaneous mutation, genes showing the high rate of spontaneous mutation are called mutable genes, genes which increases the rate of mutation in other genes are called mutated genes, while the genes which suppresses the mutation in other genes are called anti-mutated. So these are the types of mutations and their types. These are the characteristics of various types of mutations. Okay. So here we are going to study one of the classifications about mutation. Okay. So on the basis of we have what type of origin is there, in which organ part of the cell it has taken place. We have classified the number of mutations. So first classification of mutation that we are going to see, that is on the basis of cytological structure or the cell structure in which mutation has been taken place. So based on this, we have classified mutation into basic two groups. One, that is chromosomal mutation, that is chromosomal mutation, and the second, that is called gene mutation. If mutation take place in the chromosome which causes changes either in the structure or the number of individual chromosomes, then such mutations we call chromosomal mutation. And the second class mutation, that is called gene mutation or point mutation, in which the mutation may take place in the base sequence of the individual gene. So all such mutations we call as a gene mutation or point mutation. So on the basis of cytological structure, chromosomal mutation and gene mutation are the two basic types of mutation. Second, we have classified the mutation on the basis of their origin, how they are originated in the nature. Okay. So on this basis, we have classified mutation into two different groups. One, that is called spontaneous mutation, and second, that is called induced mutation. The spontaneous mutation that occur naturally without any known cause. Okay, so these are the classes of mutation which occur within the nature in any types of gene without any known cause, randomly. So all such mutation we call spontaneous mutation, but their rate of mutation is very slow in the nature. Second, that is called induced mutation. These mutations, they are produced in the nature due to the treatment or coming in the contact with either such agents which are mutagenic chemicals or which are physical or chemical mutagens. So when mutations, they are produced due to the treatment or exposure to the mutagenic agents, either physical or chemical agents, then mutations, they are called induced types of mutations. So I hope you have understood what are the classifications of mutations on the basis of cytological structure and on the basis of cause of mutation. So today we have learned what is meant by mutation, what are the historical backgrounds of mutation, what are the different characters of mutation, and finally what are the classifications of mutation on the basis of cytological structure and on the basis of cause of mutation. In next subsequent videos we will see some more types of mutation classification. Thank you.